Next.
So you know, my dad can't watch this one now. My dad and his girl cannot see this video.
What?
What? ¿Qué es fuck boy? ¿Qué significa fuck boy?
I mean, like, don't swipe left or right on this phone, please. Please. Don't swipe left.
God, bro, that's not. Nah, all right, let's go, bro. What were you saying?
I'm blind, bro.
Geezus. Jesus.
Perfect. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to an episode of Geezus, hosted by yours truly, George Mora,
Christian Vidal.
and co-host Christian Vidal, our amazing cameraman,
Edwin.
Chuya. Yes.
The Chuya.
Fucking love that dude. He's a Chuya master, bro.
The myth. The
man, the myth, the legend.
The man, the myth, the Chuya.
The Chuya. Chuya. All right. So let's get. Please, nobody say I have anything sickness related. You know what I'm saying? Let's not say the C word, please. Just so we don't get demonetized or anything. This is the first episode. Today, we have a great episode today. We have an amazing episode today. We have a lot of topics to discuss today. So many. So many. All right. I feel
Fingers crossed. It sounds like
I hope so.
you sound like you're trying to convince yourself right now. No, but we got something solid for you guys. You know, we put some thought into this. You know, a couple takes and whatnot. You know.
Yeah, the amount of nervousness I feel
tears.
right now is fucking insane. I don't know. So like the whole process of how we let's actually go through about how we kind of came to this show and what we're doing and why we're about it, really, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So I mean, I guess I'll start. Like, you know, this is I am the co-host. You know, it's
like a man just stands up right straight.
Right? So I guess I'll ask you more so like how because he pretty much came up to me and was just like, hey bro, like I bought a bunch of tripods, got cameras, mics, the work's coming, like we're doing a podcast, gonna be the co-host. Yeah, bro.
Exactly.
Fuck it.
Exactly. So,
You know? But what gave you that idea, bro? How about that? Because that's pretty much how I got into this. Came up to me, and how'd you do it? How'd you come up with the thought?
obviously through this whole quarantine situation that we've been going through, like just being in home all day, already in the normal world, like just everyday life, I watch a lot of YouTube. I watch so much YouTube just to get like education or like learn new skills, right? Just every day I just watch YouTube, just any new little topic. I feel like they're good at finding things I like.
How to break up with a girl, how to throw a good kick, how to fix your car.
I never looked up how to break up with a girl, but I did look up how to get over a breakup.
Me neither.
You never looked up how to break up with a girl? That's scary, bro.
I don't know.
That's so scary to break up with a girl. It's heart pounding.
Right? Yeah.
But like, cause you gotta be a dick. You have to be a dick, bro. There's no good guys when it comes to breaking up with a girl. You have to be a dick, bro. Like, unless it's mutual, maybe you have a conversation. But you have to be cold-blooded because for the most part, especially if they like you, it's even worse. Cause then you gotta sit there. You gotta be like, oh, oh yeah, I'm sorry, honey, I don't think it's gonna work out between us. Like, we're just not really compatible as I thought we were gonna be. And then she hits you with the what? Why? I can make us compatible. What is it? I'll change. Like, that hurts, bro. And then you gotta be like, no. And then they just start tearing or crying, and you're like, no, I'm sorry. Okay, fine. Let me hear what you gotta say. you just change your mind about the whole breakup. Like,
Bite.
fuck, she's talking me into it.
Bite.
You gotta bite down.
And when your boys come and you did it. Yeah, man. Coming down with your head down and shit. Nah, man. Tight breakups are always hard. I've sometimes like not good, bro. But I've ghosted, a few girls. Dude, it's fucking.
I've done the same. I don't judge you at all.
You know what I mean? Call you guys out there. Call me what you want, dude. But like, I was young, little skirt.
Like
but
3 months ago, you're still young. Just
yeah, bro. I was young like yesterday, in my decision. I don't know, bro. I do stupid things sometimes, but nah, man. It's You know, you do get to like a point of maturity, I guess. You know, you got to just own up, and it sucks.
And that
You know,
and
but
that's the beauty of YouTube. You just learn something new every single day. All right. So now going back to the fucking topic, because I know breakups or whatever. Like, all right. So why we really started this podcast was where I got the inspiration from. I watch so much YouTube. I watch so many podcasts, and I actually learn a lot from those podcasts. I learn a lot from people, hearing people speak. Right. Essentially, you go to school and you listen to your teacher speak, teach you something. Right. And then you try to carry what you learn throughout your life, which is what school should really be for. So I just do this through podcasts. I learn through podcasts. I learn through hearing other people speak. I always felt that I learn a lot more when I hear somebody older than me speak, especially like 32-year-olds, like because they've lived life, they've gone through experiences, they've taken risks. Like,
do you feel like you're more because you're? I mean, like. How do you know, like, what life experiences they've been through there, you know?
Because I talk to them. All right, we're both bartenders, right? We both worked the Indian accent. We both, we were the youngest ones there. Like, arguably, we were definitely the youngest one there. We were the youngest bartenders there. I was 19 when I started bartending. You were 21 when you started bartending. I bartended all the way till I was like 24, I'm 24 now, 23. I stopped bartending like a year ago. But I always worked with a 34-year-old or a 30-year-old or a 28-year-old, 29-year-old, really. So, like, they would tell me their life experiences, and I would just learn from either their mistakes or learn on the path that they're on, right? Because, like, I wouldn't just take all the dumb things and be like, okay, cool, like, these are all the dumb things you make. Maybe I should make those same mistakes. No, like, you learn from them. Yeah. That's why you're talking about them, and then I don't have to make those same mistakes. So, like, that's, for me, it's just, like, listening to older people that on YouTube that do what I want to do at some point, like real estate. That's something I'm big on, especially for like making money, like investing your money. They don't teach you any of this in school at all whatsoever. They don't teach you like nothing about investing, how to build up your credit, how to file for your taxes. Like these are all things you need to get a house at the end of the day. So it's a solid investment. They don't teach you any of this, and this will help you carry on for the rest of your life. This is what a lot of millionaires do today, which is why they're successful. So I follow a lot of people that are in their 30s or have experience in this and are vocal about it. I'm like, cool, I'm gonna learn from you, because they're saying it straight up exactly what they're doing step by step. Perfect examples of this are Meet Kevin. You can YouTube him. He has a whole real estate channel. We watch him when we moved into this apartment. When we need to help like redecorating or like, you know, like simple how to for very cheap, for very low money down. He helped us so much. So at Meet Kevin, really good. He also helps with like find like investing too. Like investing, credit cards like that. Graham Stephan, another big YouTube channel that's been blowing up like this last year. I've just been following them for a whole year, and they post pretty much daily or 3 times a day. I wish I could like, I'm gonna figure out how to put at Meet Kev, at Graham Stephan right here somewhere just to shout them out, because like I did learn from them. Be a Heza too.
And the subscribe button, you know, that's how I'm clicking.
Oh yeah. Yo, guys, please. I'm gonna be a little annoying about this. All right. There's two little announcements I want to make on the side. One, if you hear me say, you know what I'm saying.
I was just gonna say that, dude. That is solid.
You gotta take a shot, because I always say that.
You did just say it.
All right. Well, I'm gonna just say it. Cheers to that. Cheers to starting this podcast.
The truth, yeah.
Thank you. Anybody in the audience, just take a shot with us. Why not? Like, just drink up. Just drink just a little bit. Celebratory. Nothing wrong with that. The second announcement I want to make. Shit, I totally forgot I was going with this.
Subscribe button. Forgot. Subscribe.
Oh yeah, that's right.
The subscribe button, bro.
Hit the like and subscribe button. What are you guys doing? He's doing it for me, but hit the like.
I hope you guys said that. I hope you guys know where we're going with it.
Or even if you don't like it, hit the dislike button too. Hit the dislike button.
All presses get points.
You know, you get points on every aspect of that. Or leave a dirty comment. I don't care. I'll read that shit. I'm a fucking narcissist. I love that. I live off of that.
Yeah, man. You just sit down, smoke that, laugh about it.
But all right, listen. So this podcast is going to be interesting today, and for anybody in the audience hearing, please don't take it personal. Please don't take it personal.
Don't take it personal.
These are our opinions. This is just what we think. Like, we're just fucking either two stupid 24-year-olds or we're too ambitious, good, decent looking mofos out there trying to do what we can, all right? Trying to hustle, trying to make money and help you guys and watch us and entertain you. So, to that. Definitely to that. But, so we were talking about specifically me, Kevin, Graham, Stefan, investing. Then we went to YouTube. And then why we really did this. So I watched so much YouTube. I watched so many of these different influencers. It's taking me so long to get to my point. I'm so sorry about that. But there's a lot of things that you don't know.
We got all day.
That you don't know about me. So you can sit down and just hear me out. All right. Hear me rant a little bit, whatever. What else is there to do? But I watched so much Impulsive, so much Joe Rogan, that I was like, how expensive is this set? Like, how hard is it to sit here and speak in front of a mic about things that you're just learning in your everyday life? It's not that hard. It's very simple to do that, but there is a little bit of skill to it.
I'm gonna say, bro, this isn't our first take.
Let's
be very clear, guys.
Let's be very clear, guys.
This is not our first take.
We have been
practicing. Comfortable putting, the first 2 shots out that we took. The first one was a little short. Literally, like, we knew we were just gonna see what we could do on camera. And then this time, second time around, rather, this is the third. We actually did it. We went through with it. But there's progress in everything. So
that's what I love. Yeah. I love to hear that. But we have been practicing. We've been practicing for you guys specifically. So that's what we do. That's what we got to do. That's exactly what I have to do. Yeah. So I watched so many of these, and I know that we're capable of it. And the whole process, the whole journey, just me and you, we have to sit here and look up topics, do a little bit of research, because we don't want to sound like complete idiots in front of the camera. Also, you know what I'm saying. That I always say that, like, consistently. I fucking hate saying it, man. I hate saying it. I hate hearing myself saying it. So I'm trying my best not to. And right now, we turned off the AC for you guys. We just got brand new ACs and plugged them in. We spent all day plugging in these ACs yesterday, and we're sweating bullets on camera for you guys. This is a sacrifice we make for like an hour.
You're looking a little empty there, and I didn't see you drink when he said,
Head on camera, man. He gotta lighten up a little bit. Yeah, man. He got a black. I don't know how he's wearing a black sweater and a hat, and he's not sweating right now. He's just looking at every single camera moving around.
This motherfucker's obsessed. Nah.
All right, back to the show. All right, so the whole process was really insane. I do want everybody here to learn a little bit from us or from our growth or whatever. We're going to fuck up. We're going to say shit you may disagree with. It's completely A-okay with me. We're two open-minded individuals at the end of the day.
I don't think anyone argues more than me and him do.
Exactly. Honestly, so, like, plus I love arguing. I fucking love arguing. I live to argue. Ask Christian. Ask him. Go ahead. Christian.
I fucking hate it.
How much do I love to argue? He said it. He said it himself. He hates hearing me argue because I do it all the time. Anybody that knows me just knows that I love to argue. I live for that. All right. I say it's because my grandpa is a lawyer, and
it's
a part of me.
My grandpa too, bro. I fucking hate this shit. He loves the banter. He loves the banter. He loves the bickering. But it's all good, bro.
Yeah, that's right.
At the end of the day, you're gonna find all types of people. So you get used to. Don't stick. Don't deal with people just because you're comfortable around them, You're just gonna seem like a fucking oddball when you're in a room full of other fucking people.
It's true. So, all right, we can go on speaking about our first few topics. Okay? So the first few topics I have are going to be something I witnessed yesterday. Or not even yesterday, just honestly throughout the week. And this is like a little rant because it's just annoying. It's happening in New York City, or from New York City, specifically from someplace in Queens. I'm not going to say where, but in Queens.
For all you weirdos.
For all you fucking weirdos. Which is okay. Just make sure you watch this, like, comment, and subscribe. But anyways, right now in NYC, every time throughout the summer, specifically this year, like in general, there are so many people speeding outside.
You keep going, bro.
And I drive like a motherfucker. I drive everywhere. I drive so many miles every single day just from spot to spot. But I see so many people, not even street racing, because street racing is so fucking idiotic. It's stupidity to race in the local streets. You're going to sit here and literally kill kids, kill a grandma, a grandpa. You're gonna kill somebody trying to street race. All right, don't do that shit. Don't do that shit in broad daylight. Okay, highway racing, also very dangerous. I'm not gonna sit here and be like 100% guessing and be like act like I never speeded in my life, because I have, and I know what that feels like.
Street race.
But I followed this page on Instagram. I follow No Hesitation. All right, they do a lot of racing. Not even like, I don't know, drag racing videos. I don't know. They post up swerving.
They post up fuckery,
but
on the city streets, and you know it's for people's entertainment. There's a lot of ways to go on it though. You know, at some point they sucked. So well, then you know.
Yeah, but they have what? They have like, I think like 51,000 followers or whatever. So it's just like, I get the urge of watching them sometimes being like, you know what? Maybe I could do that. You know, I'm playing GTA at home. I'm over here fucking swerving all the fucking cars in first person. like
yo, you're about to bring those lawsuits back out, bro. No, you're about to be the reason Rockstar gets fucking sued again, bro. It's just like,
no,
this guy said it.
I get it, but I don't do it. I don't go out in the streets. I don't go out to the highway and actually do it. Not like that. And the thing is that I see so many cars doing it, and then 2 minutes later, I'm driving, and all the cars just suddenly stop. And I'm stuck in traffic for 30, 40, 50 minutes.
First time I ever noticed that, like I noticed the car speeding in front of me, and then like, it was a fucking Tesla, bro. And that bitch was total, bro. That's the time, dude. That's the first time I ever seen the Tesla.
God, because they pick up so fast.
Me and my pops were trying to fucking figure out, like, how the hell does this motherfucker open the doors, bro? Because we seen the handles, and they were, like, sleek against the thing, dude. Like, maybe, like, a year later, I was walking down the street, and I seen some guy just beep, beep, fucking handle, like, came out, bro. I was like, oh, it's fire. But, bro, that shit made no sense to me. It's crazy. It's crazy. You ever think, like, you ever look at something and think how that shit works, bro?
Yes.
Like,
yes, definitely. I have definitely looked at Tesla.
A good time, not but just things, bro. It's just crazy sometimes, you know. Those motherfuckers.
See,
just like
that's
insane.
like a level of genius. I feel like that's like some Michael Scofield shit. When you watch Prison Break and you see how the doctor's describing to the girl how smart this dude is, and I think everybody loves Prison Break, so everybody understands this moment. But they're like, oh, he's a certified genius. When he looks at a lamp, he breaks down every single part of that lamp down to the bulb and the watts. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's extra.
I'm like, yeah, but like you don't do that. Cause I'm over here like thinking Christian is like a low key, genius, low key Michael Scofield.
I like to think, dude. I like to think. I was surrounded around people, you know, that like constantly had me thinking about shit. You know, always like told me, you know, just look at things.
Who are one of those people specifically?
My stepfather.
Shout out to Chegg.
Yeah, shout out to Chegg.
I hope you're listening to his episode. Know what I'm
my
saying?
Uncle Eddie, dude, you know what I mean? That dude fucking, every time I go to like a family cookout, anything as a kid, dude, this motherfucker had me on like the bongos or something. He was always trying to teach me something. He's always trying to like get my, you know, my mind going, always, you know. And like now I got a car, you know, I got fucking beat up. Well, it's not even beat up, I just got a dent in it, but I got a 97 Lexus right now, bro. That shit fucking deaded on me on the highway. Right? Like fucking PA, bro. This is like smoke coming out the hood,
Mind you, this car is as old as he is.
A year younger, alright? Fuck that, alright?
Year difference.
But, yo, dude, got it at a great price. It was like a stack. $1,000, you know, 100,000 miles.
No, she drive, and she was in so good condition.
Pretty, man, yeah. And then I fucked her up rushing your birthday party, but hey, you know, yeah, man, something fucking radiator. I still, to this day, you know, radiator got blew or something, but my uncle first got cold, the motherfucker taught me how to change my oil, you know, like, so big shouts to him, man. He's always like kept me in that mindset, you know. My Uncle George too, my pops too. My pops probably the reason I actually know how to hold the fucking hammer,
literally,
and you know, screw and drill and shit.
So his dad, we're related because my mother is
through his mother and my father, they're brothers.
They're brothers and sisters, so that makes us cousins. Sorry. I don't know if you ever have a brain fart about like a family tree when you're talking, but I definitely do all the time. And it's it's such
I wish we had a camera.
A video
of Edwin. He was just like
Edwin in the back, just trying to figure that out. He was doing math with his fingers, like, hold the fuck up.
Carry the male and you put the female there. Okay.
That definitely happens. So that's how we're related. Oh, I don't know. Oh yeah, so his father's my uncle, all right. And this dude is so like a handyman. He's so his. I don't even want to say he's Hispanic, but it does come from Ecuador. That handyman is from him. It comes from like where we're from, cause like they're just so used to working on everything themselves.
They're used to working on shit that breaks down constantly.
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty much. You know what I mean? Like, so he was just telling me about like when he had a motorcycle and he used to like come from seeing my mom.
Mhm.
Like, dude, he used to drive that bitch so it was like no gas. Like it's the fuckery that they pulled. You know what I mean? Dumb shit.
That's kind of sweet though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I guess.
tell Shorty when you pull up right before you're about to smash. Yo, I just drove this all the way here, and I don't even.
Or thirsty.
I have to stay the night because I'm out of gas.
That shit ain't happening in old school Ecuador, bro. Fuck. Shit.
He was sliding through the window.
They think that their daughter's a virgin until they're married, you know?
Nah, you definitely get all your fuckboyness from your father, though. 100%. He's the Hispanic equivalent of American modern society fuckboy.
Nah, man, I'm not
I swear to God. Look at how uncomfortable he got just said that.
bro. Nah.
Yeah, for sure. No. No, please, no, por favor. All right, so. Next.
You know my dad can't watch this one now. My dad and his girl cannot see this video.
What?
What? ¿Qué es fuckboy? ¿Qué significa fuckboy?
I mean, like, don't swipe left or right on his phone, please. Please. Don't swipe left.
Nah, bro. That's not. Nah, all right, let's go, bro. What were you saying? Please.
You don't want to expose your dad the first episode.
Let's fuck off the next guy.
We'll keep that till another episode.
I'll say that for the 100th episode. Alright, let's go.
All right. So so we just talked about speed racers in NYC. Now, let's talk about a little bit of UFC, mixed martial arts. Since, in all fairness, you've been training mixed martial arts recently, just this last week, and we're gonna and tomorrow we're gonna be working out this whole week again, specifically
starts again tomorrow.
kicking, taekwondo, Muay Thai, boxing, and cardio. We go into the gym, we stretch for about 15 minutes, maybe a little light yoga.
Longer than that.
We'll work something there.
We get some good stretches
30
in.
minutes, we get some good stretches in. We do a little warm-up round for about 15 minutes. We like go through ladders, all the basic taekwondo stuff. Warm up the legs, warm up the back of the shins. I forgot. Your calves, warm up your calves, warm up your heels, all these things for when you're kicking. We work on the techniques. We get down to a little sparring, and then we run around and we jog. We don't spar every day. We spar probably once or twice a week, but we'll work out 5 times a week. So, mixed martial arts.
Definitely trying to roll more though.
Rolling. Jiu-jitsu too. We do jiu-jitsu as well. Jiu-jitsu is so good for your self-defense. Ladies, if you're hearing this, and you ever felt like, yo, and you're hearing all these horror stories, these Me Too movement situations, and you're hearing all these horror stories, like, and you think you don't really know what to do, maybe you have some time on your hands, go to a jiu-jitsu class. Like, they do free trials. They do like a first day free or 2 day free or whatever. You're going to learn to control a man's...
Or anybody, really. Any attacker.
Yeah,
right?
pretty much anybody that's bigger than you, you're going to you're going to understand their body weight and the momentum you can use against them when you're on the ground, specifically. So, do jiu-jitsu. Definitely train jiu-jitsu. It's also a really good workout. You feel you work every part of your body, the bone, like even your back, everything you thought you'd never, your neck, all the things you never thought you'd use. You work these things out. So it's really good, and you don't get injured for it. You don't get injured. You get you'll get choked out, whatever. Sometimes you like it.
Be careful, guys. The fuck. All right, my second trial day, fucking fractured a rib. Bullshit. You can get hurt.
All
Be
right.
careful. Pay attention. Listen to your instructors. You know what I mean? Humble yourself. All right. But no, you can definitely get hurt. But understand that it's like that risk. There's a reward for it.
You want to tell him a
what I
story
mean?
about how he fractured his rib day one in jiu-jitsu.
Dude.
Day one, I took him to my class in Manhattan. I trained with Vitor Shaolin. Shout out to Vitor Shaolin.
Shouts.
You know, really big mixed martial artist in his time. But we trained there. I've been training there for like about a year. Christian comes in for 1 day. Just 1 day is all it
That was
took.
day 2, bitch.
Okay,
Right,
day
that was
two.
day 2.
Sure,
Right?
sure, day
Try to
2.
play me like that.
Okay, his second day going into jiu-jitsu, this is like about like months ago, goes in, It starts rolling, and I'm thinking he's tired. Tell him what happened. I start calling him a pussy. I'm like, bro, get the fuck up. I'm like, stop being a little bitch.
So we
get back on that mat.
Started on the half mount.
Half mount, yeah.
And I was on top. Dude was
half guard.
Sorry, half guard. See, like clearly still new. The half guard.
Half guard is when you're on the ground and a guy's on top of you.
So I was on top of him.
Oh, you were on top of him,
Yeah.
so you only have half of it. You only have one leg in.
I was on the half mount.
And his leg is
Like
out.
a half
Yeah,
mount?
so it's a half mount. Yeah.
Right.
Well, just
So I do know what I'm talking about.
No, yeah. The people who don't know about.
So we started there. I weigh, at that time I was like 120 soaking wet. Dude was probably like 180, 170. He was clearly like, dude, he was big. Started there. He, I had to try to figure out how to get over him pretty much. We went under his, like, he squeezed my rib pop, like, heard the pop. But I kept going though. I didn't, figured shit happens,
So,
bones rub, whatever, like, just keep going. He's, he brought me, he's there for a year. I'm new. I'm not making him look bad. I'm not looking bad. So I kept going. You know what I mean? Just kept fucking rolling.
Like a man.
Like a fucking man. Like a fucking adult, all right? Because, ain't not taking away. Because that fucking same day, there was a female that I was hoping that they not put me. No. It was all guys. But I was hoping they didn't put me against her. She was a black belt. So I was like, I'm definitely not getting put up on her. But she was fucking working, bro. Like, so, not like a man, bro. Like a fucking adult, bro. Because, fuck that. I know that girl's kicking my ass.
Experience.
Right? But nah, man, like, I just kept going, and I guess at the end,
Mind you, he kept going through the whole class with a fractured rib. I looked at his little face and I'm like, you little pussy, get up, stop making me look bad.
Yeah, and this is at the end of the class though, because I fucking went. I didn't stop. At the end, I couldn't breathe, dude. The adrenaline went, dude, and I was just like, I gotta sit there, go grab me a water. I can't even grab it right now, like.
Normally,
and the next day I'm fucking back bartending. So fuck that. But you can get hurt. But is it worth the risk? Totally.
You're the only person I've ever heard get hurt on their first day, which is very, very,
I'm
very
fucking
rare.
prone to that shit, bro.
Very
I also
rare.
broke my heel fucking climbing a house. So, like.
But he's back. But
I'm back.
But he's back. We're doing mixed martial arts now, all right? And mind you, the fractured rib, we didn't even know he had a fractured rib.
So I broke my heel.
8 months later, he breaks his heel. He gets an X-ray of his body done, and they tell him, "Hey, did you ever fracture your rib? It's on the 9th thing,
the 12th rib,
on your 12th rib."
And I was like, I don't really know. And I was like, I did hear pop one time. And I was like, that was probably it. And I was like, all right, cool, bro. Called him right up. Called this motherfucker right up. I was like, so it was a pop rib. It was a fucking fracture.
So
deem myself.
All right, cool. For any pop ribs, please leave the like, comment, and subscribe down if you've made it this far already.
We're going to put one right here by the ribs.
Right by the ribs.
Right by the rib. It's
fucking showing that shit off. All right, so anyway, so mixed martial arts is fun. But now what we're doing is we're in our phase where we're trying to study to get better so that we can improve our sparring, we can improve our skill set. And one person we've been focusing on as of late is the infamous, the most violent man in UFC currently, the best fucking leg kicks that you will ever see in UFC, bro. When somebody kicks another man in the leg, all right? Don't try that at home, but if you do, that shit will hurt like a motherfucker.
Guys, you got a little brother, go kick that little fucker in the leg.
So his name is Justin Gaethje. Justin Gaethje. Meanest, most violent UFC mixed martial artist. If you don't know who he is, go watch his fight. Every single one of his fights is meant to entertain the fuck out of you, period.
Yeah, man. Dude, I watched him talk, and I was like, man, dude, like, all right, and you never want to judge a book by its cover, right? So you don't. But like, I was like, all right, like, and all I heard was like, I saw him talk before I ever seen him fight. Just like, damn, and fucking, yeah, man, blew me away.
What would you think? What were you thinking of when you heard him speak?
He enjoys the him speaking.
Yeah.
I don't know. He I felt like he handed off like a lot of comment, you know, like things to his trainer and stuff, you know. So I felt like I was like, you know, he I don't know, bro, like doing the shit I'm doing right now, like just stopping, thinking, you know, like handing shit off. So
okay. Like hesitating. A little bit.
Hesitating
like,
on him what he was talking, you know. So
Okay.
but you know, so I was like, damn, like, you know, he didn't like seem like he was like totally confident in what he was like
And what you saying?
in what he was saying or whatever.
Mhm.
It was coming out of his mouth more so. But then you see him in the fucking ring, and you know, like, dude, like he got hit.
It comes out.
Smile on his face, bro, and he went right back into the next one. He go into the next hit. Like he looked like he enjoyed getting hit.
He enjoyed
you
getting
know,
hit.
and like, well, hearing him
that's-
sit there and talk about like how when he fucking walked in and he was just like, yo, like I get to spar on day one or whatever. Like that was his shit.
That was
Like
his
he just
shit.
wanted to go spar. He didn't really care about much about training. He was just kind of ready. He just wanted to fight. He just wanted to,
ready.
you know. And like, bro, you know, there's those people like that, like fucking. I mean, a lot of them, you know, like I guess UFC fighters, but he fucking man.
That's
Yeah,
the thing.
solid.
That's the thing about Justin Gaethje is that every single fight he has, he's walking forward, hands up in the air, just charging you the fuck down, bro. And you're hitting him. You can be hitting him, and it's almost like every single shot that you land is fueling him, and you're backing up more, and you're losing energy, and he's just putting more and more constant pressure on you. And I know what that's like because I train. Shout out to Ash Striking 101. All right, shout out to those. To that. That's where I trained. That's where I learned all my stand up fighting from. I trained with this guy named Ernie. All right, Junior. He's a mixed martial artist. He's fought in Madison Square Garden. He's fought in many different places, specifically Muay Thai. He always putting the pressure on me, walking me down, hitting me specifically in the liver, not even in the head. You know what I'm saying? Because he's definitely more experienced than I am, right? Obviously, he's had all these fights. So when we're sparring, always aiming for my body, always putting this pressure on me consistently. And every time I hit him back, it's almost like it's not affecting him, you know? Even though it is, you know, like you don't want to stand in front of somebody and take shots. That's not the smartest way to fight. But
like a
Justin
fucking chess
Gaethje,
game,
when
man.
Justin Gaethje does it, it's like it's his strategy, bro. It's his technique, and it's so amazing to watch because you're watching this dude get fucking cut up, beat up, or whatever. And the scariest part about him is that you don't know if you're gonna be hit in the face or you're gonna be hit in the leg, over and over and over again. And what he does is he'll hit you in the face and then hit you in the leg and then hit you in the leg, hit you in the face, hit you back in the leg again. And he'll just keep playing that fucking mind game with you where your leg is, you like, if you take 3 leg shots for a person who doesn't train, you're going down.
Yeah.
These mixed martial artists are taking 36, like 20 to 30 leg shots in one fight. Maybe even more. You know what I'm saying? You take 3 leg shots. You're taking a knee. You're taking a fucking knee. I don't care how much adrenaline you have in your body. You're gonna take a fucking knee. So he's an incredible mixed martial artist to watch, and watching his style and his stances, just hands up. The way he throws out leg kick, completely twists and pivots on his foot, and then just chops it down like a tree. And that's the way my coach. That's the way my coach teaches it. So, you know, I know I'm learning from the right people. Also, let's talk about his gas tank, bro. Let's talk about how he can have this crazy insane style for 5 rounds. So far, the fights we've watched has only been like 2-3 rounds, 3-4 rounds, whatever. Maybe against Dustin Poirier. But he can keep going. He doesn't really slow down. It's hard, and it's even scarier to fight somebody like that. So,
Dude, that
His-
fucking fight, watching that fight, man.
Dustin Poirier.
Yeah, man. Especially because I don't hang around like UFC heads or nothing. So like, I don't, you know, I don't hear on it. I don't follow like big social, like, you know, like lately, you know, I'm following certain people, but, yeah. So I didn't know. Like, I come watching the fight, I didn't know any. Like, I didn't know who was gonna win. You know what I mean? I was assuming he was probably gonna win because we were, you know, kind of studying him. And dude, like that decision with Poirier and shit, dude, like I mean, Poirier deserved that. He earned that shit.
Oh yeah,
He
I mean,
he fucking fought. I mean, it was a knockout.
Fucked him
It was a
up.
knockout.
Fucked him up.
But like, so of course he got it. It wasn't even a decision. But dude, just watching people just give their all, man. Like, you know, that's why I just like I'm a bit like I just love sports for that. Just watching like not even fucking sports because I can't even say I couldn't tell you shit about the NBA, you know, or like hockey. And I fucking love football, but even much about the NFL right now. I love watching people fucking compete though, bro. Like that's really like what gets me, dude. Like whatever the fuck whatever the subject is, dude. It's like the competitor in people, bro. Like it boggles my mind, man. Like the limits people push themselves to, bro. Just to, dude,
it's insane. And that's one thing that I stress in my life every day. That's what I like to see in people. That's why I like to follow people is their mentality, how strong they are mentally. Like I don't really care so much about. I do care about what they're doing, what field they're in, what skills they're utilizing. But like, I can get on board with anybody that has a strong mentality. Like they can do anything. You know what I'm saying? They can sit here, they can make porn videos, but they got a strong mentality that they just keep going. That they don't let anybody criticizing them like put them down. Like sure they'll accept. What is it called? Something criticism, or it's like constructive criticism, but they won't let negative people get them down. People that are just being completely ignoramus. That's what I like to fucking call it. You know what I'm saying? Just completely ignoramus. Fuck with that.
yeah, man.
So yeah, I can just get behind Justin Gaethje. His next fight. His next fight, he's scheduled to fight against. I think he's going to be scheduled to fight against Khabib Nurmagomedov. If you
guys know the fucking name.
If you know his fucking name, Khabib, a crazy Russian wrestler, fucking tackles people down like a bear and mauls them down. All right, just consistently does that to every single opponent for 26 fights now, including Conor McGregor. All right, the lightweight champion of the UFC. Currently and probably forever, because I don't think anybody can really beat him, because he's not a stand-up fighter. He is decently good at standing up. He has a good chin, but he'll take you down and he'll fuck you up. He's got amazing wrestling and he's specialized in that. So if I were to put my money somewhere, I love Justin Gaethje. Justin Gaethje, you're watching this, I fucking love you. I know you're not.
Man,
I know you're not.
I mean, Gaethje. But Gaethje, he does. I mean, apparently, like, it hasn't really been shown much in the UFC or nothing. They say, like from what I've seen, when he fucking rolled out, them trying to hit him with like someone's trying to give him the ankle lock, bro. Couldn't tell you. He fucking rolled out.
Tony Ferguson.
And
Michael Johnson. Michael Johnson. With the Michael Johnson fight,
and,
Michael Johnson tried to grab his ankle and then he just rolled out of there.
And dude, it's like, so like I am like curious to see how his, like, because his coach was talking up a big game as far as like he's never seeing like a wrestling style like his trainer.
I think that's bullshit.
So like,
I think that's just something you gotta say.
Apparently he never knew how to throw a punch coming in. Remember, so he was ready to fight. So you gotta have that confidence from somewhere, right?
Justin Gaethje has never done once. I think he might have only done one single takedown. If not, he hasn't done one single takedown in his entire UFC in the ring career. He hasn't done one single takedown, and he always avoids them. Even when he's tired, you saw that fight against Dustin Poirier.
That could be what gasses him.
He didn't go for it. That's the kind of fighter he is. He's about dying. And if you see his last fight with Tony Ferguson, which we'll watch probably tonight, he is literally willing to die for this sport. You know what I'm saying? And that's rare. That's rare. I'm not saying every person that fights should have this mentality, but that's the person you're fighting against. That's the person you have to prepare yourself for, bro. Like a person that's really willing to go in there and die and take that many hits and keep moving forward. Like, that's fucking scary, but that also makes a champion. The person to keep taking hits and then keep marching forward. It's not smart, but it's effective in his case. He knows exactly how he's using it and what he's doing, and it's worked out for him thus far, even though he's had 2 losses. Whatever.
Yeah, man. Take your loss like a champ and keep it pushing.
Also, all right, so I've already predicted that. I think Khabib's going to beat Justin Gaethje. What about Justin Gaethje versus the C word?
Not that bad guy.
Not that one. No. Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor. Conor fucking McGregor, the crazy Irishman, the motherfucker we love to watch and love to hate, but also just love to watch. Yeah, man. What do you think about that fight? What would you think about that fight? Also, just like Proper 12 Whiskey, leave a like, comment, and subscribe down in the comments below. Please.
Por favor.
Por favor.
Just in case you don't speak English.
That's for you, Pop. What do you think that fight's about, bro? Conor McGregor and Justin Gaethje?
That'd be dope, man. But like, I don't know, man. I feel like he's not really worried about it. Like, I don't feel like Gaethje would really pay too much attention to it right now. Like you said, fuck. Well, yeah, you said Khabib right now. It's like what everyone's on, you know. So like, but well, like just the type of like athlete that McGregor is. Like, if they were to go up, that'd be dope, man. Because like, you know, McGregor doesn't give up. You know, he fucking. It's fun to watch him fucking bicker and shit. Would he probably do it against Gaethje? Probably not. I think Khabib humbled him like significantly.
Would he talk shit against Justin Gaethje?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I don't think he would, bro.
100%. Justin Gaethje loves to talk trash. Conor McGregor loves to talk trash. I know Conor McGregor's been humbled. I know Justin Gaethje's going to say something. It's going to fuel out Conor McGregor's spark. That fight is going to be a talking, insane. Yo, this is my prediction, and this is going to happen. If they fight each other, this is the way it's going to happen. It's not going to be a humble, oh, cool, we're going to fight. There will definitely be beef. Shit is definitely going to go down. I don't think Conor McGregor is going to throw no fucking dolly at buses anymore. But I do think that there's going to be beef. There's not going to be good blood. I don't think it's going to go as far as Conor McGregor went last time. But I think it's going to be entertaining to watch, especially when it comes down to the fight. You have two stand-up fighters. Difference? I think Conor McGregor is like 32 and Justin Gaethje is like 30. So it's not. They're both in their peak right now. They're both peaking. You know, he still has to fight Khabib. Conor McGregor wants to fight Khabib. Right now, Khabib is in Russia. You know, he's in Dagestan. So if he can't come to the U.S. to fight, who is Justin Gaethje to fight? Well, actually, then that wouldn't make sense because Conor McGregor is in Ireland. So, fuck. I don't know. I guess I wouldn't know who he could fight, but I think Justin Gaethje versus Conor McGregor would be a great fight.
Bro, I wish you had a mobile camera so we could just look at how your dog's fucking laying right now, bro. Show her back feet fucking. She heard me say it and she moved, bro, but her fucking legs were just. She just moved it.
Zoom in on my lovely dog Zelda.
She moved, but her fucking legs were just crossed. Like her back legs are just crossed behind her while she fucking sits in that open leg position. Fucking weirdo. Right, Gully?
Oh yeah, we can move that one.
Why is just ignoring me now too?
Yeah. Whichever
she
one.
She just wants to be introduced on camera.
She wants to be on camera. She's asking for all this attention. All right, anybody that knows me knows that I've had this dog since she was 6 weeks old. Yeah, 6 weeks old. All right, yeah, don't get her to bark right now. But she's my little baby. She's my daughter. I loved raising her. I felt like I in some sense, raised a kid because it was kind of on my own. My mom did not want to help me with this dog, even though she kind of did. But she really had to let me have it. I had to clean up her shit. I had to, put her to sleep, buy her everything, just like really take care of her, take her out every single day, spend so much quality time with her. I spend so much time with this dog. I love the shit out of her. That's my daughter. Yeah, shout out to Zelda. I don't know if he got that. How to act. I don't know if she got that shot. If he got that shot. But if you like Zelda, leave a comment. Please like and subscribe for the YouTube algorithm. Don't forget that. All right, cool. So we can move on to the last topic that we have, I guess. Or before we get to that topic, let's talk about shit that's going on today. The shit that happened yesterday, I think. SpaceX launched a spaceship into space. Elon Musk is on some shit. 18 years of his life dedicated to putting a man in space, putting just people in space. I don't know if it's all men. I haven't done my research, so I don't want to sound sexist or anything like that. But yeah, this happened. This really happened yesterday, and I have my money invested in Tesla. I just bought some Tesla stock, so I'm feeling myself.
Did you immediately?
I'm feeling like it's gonna go up.
After you made the stock drop?
No. I invested at least 2 weeks ago, I think, when it was at like 776, somewhere around there.
Probably check tomorrow.
It's at like 800. Let's check it right now in front of everybody to see where it's at, and I can tell you the exact profit I made.
Yeah, man. They landed on at the International Space Station. The ISS at like 10:18 or some shit. Which is dope. Like 10:18.
All right, so Tesla, I bought it at $768. It's now at $842, so I'm $73 up. So $73 a share if you bought it at $768. It's not bad. Walt Disney is up. I bought a lot of Walt Disney stocks because Like this is just the way I see it, and it's very simple, and it's a lot more speculation than it is actually doing a lot of research into it. And I do recommend you do your research before you invest in a stock. But me, I don't have a lot of time in the world. I don't want to spend all the time in the world. I'm just taking a little risk with my money. I know Walt Disney's down right now. I know all the parks are closed, but I know once it opens back up, Disney is gonna go back up. And I know that they got Marvel Phase 5 or whatever. So they're gonna go up, all right. Disney is a competitor. They're fucking dogs, and I think you're gonna get the most return on your money on Tesla. Just saying. But I am not a financial advisor, so please don't take anything I say seriously. This is just my opinion and what I do.
Please don't take it personal. Like the
Please don't take it personal.
Edwin just said. Please don't take it personal.
The way Edwin just said it is the best way to say it. All right, the next topic.
Well, big shout outs to the guy who put that shit together, though. You know, Mr. Fifth.
Oh, Mr. John Fifth. We will have him on. We will have him on soon. It's one of our famous rapper friends. You know, completely famous. But yeah, we'll bring him on one of these days. Shout out to you, bro, if you're watching. All right.
Big shout.
Big shout out to you. Please don't take it personal. Yeah, we were watching Call Her Daddy today. I don't know if anybody's watched Call Her Daddy. We were watching an episode, a podcast of Call Her Daddy in preparation for this podcast. You know, I don't know if you've ever heard of
Wanted
this.
to see how we were gonna act when we decided to part ways.
Yeah, when we decided to part ways, because these two girls started a podcast about a year ago.
Sucks. And now, honestly, I'm a little more like, because honestly, I did not want to talk about this shit. Honestly, like. I was super like, bro, this is fucking dumb. I don't care about two fucking girls arguing, bro. It happens. Like, you know, because it does, bro. Like people fucking argue. Like, it's going to happen. You and me argue all the time.
We
know, but,
we don't.
Like, after watching a couple episodes, like, their relationship with each other and shit, man, it's fucking sad. It's sad. You know? It's sad.
It's sad about what happened to them.
For those of you that don't know, fucking she well you got the bigger graph on, so I'll let you go there.
So I'll just spill the beans real quick, as they would say. I don't know what they'd say really, but either way, these two girls they made a podcast about a year and a half ago or whatever. They made they're just two girls from New York City. One of them is named Sophia. She is a brunette, and the other name is Alex. She's a blonde. Both complete strangers in New York City decided to move in together and start a podcast together at the end of the day. What do me and you do? We're two cousins in New York City, bartenders living, moved in together. Guess what? Started a podcast. Geezus, shout out. They decided to call her daddy. All right. So it took off. It took off because they're so entertaining to watch, and they're so funny. And what they talk about is a lot of just sexual stuff, more like relationships. But they do try to help people who aren't as sexually intuitive or not having a lot of sex.
They understand their demographic,
yeah,
and they understand that they have a wide range of their audience is just a wide range of people.
Exactly.
So you know they give you levels. There's levels to their shit.
Jinx, you almost photo. But yeah. So these two girls, Sophia and Alex, started this podcast. They became really, really successful and famous. This after the first episode, this company called Barstool picked them up, which is famous for promoting their massive $1 million media thing through the entire world, making these two girls call her daddy, blow me up, made them big. They were getting paid $50,000 a year. They were getting millions of viewers, millions of listeners, and they talked to a lot of people in Hollywood and were like, yo, you guys are kind of a joke because you're not making any money and you sign these dumbass contracts, you know, which made sense at the time. Yeah, which made
allowed them to renegotiate.
Which made sense at the time, 100%. And now they wanted to renegotiate their contract, which was completely fair because that was in their contract that they were allowed to negotiate, as said by Alex. She posted up a video a few days ago, and I saw that video. And Sophie and Alex was always, and they talked to their boss, David Portnoy, the owner of Barstool, right? He's also very famous and very open. They spoke to him about the situation, and he wanted to give them $500,000 each. They can own the IP after the contract's over, and they'll get money off the merchandise.
This is all after a few rounds of negotiating. This is
just the first round. This is the first offer, and then cool, you know. Sophia, the brunette, wanted to continue to keep renegotiating. Alex was ready to take the deal. She said so many people in this industry don't even get their own IP address. We're lucky that we get that, and we're making $500,000. Like, what do we have to be sad about? Each. Also, mind you, Alex is the one that does most of the work. The blonde, Alex, does most of the work. She's the one who's kind of writing scripts. She's the one spending a lot of more time editing the videos and everything. I think she took a little bit of a raise or whatever behind Alex's back, just like a little bit. I don't know exactly that is, so I don't want to speak too much on that. But either way, both these girls were offered $500,000 with the IP address, and they get merch money. Alex, they decided to date a lawyer boyfriend from HBO. He's company he owns part of HBO or whatever. And this dude is telling her to keep taking more money, bro. More money. Keep renegotiating. Ask for more. As a matter of fact, ask for more to the point where you should just be able to get as much money as you can and then quit the show. One. Cool. We're going over again. All right. Sorry. I don't even know what happened. Hold on. Let me change this audio real quick. All right. Cool. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. We were speaking about the whole Sophia and Alex situation. Sophia got a boyfriend, a lawyer or whatever, talked her into renegotiating. She kept asking for more money to the point where she just got greedy, bro. She got greedy. She wanted to go behind Dave Portnoy's back and also be a little bit behind Alex's back, forcing her into taking a deal she didn't want to take. That made her look, of course, greedy. So Alex was like, you know what? They're not acting in my best interest. They're not acting in the show's best interest. I'm going to take the deal that Dave Portnoy gave me. Called up Dave Portnoy and was like, cool, let me take that deal. You know what I'm saying? So I understand this girl. They're not friends. They're not really in speaking terms right now. And the whole show kind of got like fucked over.
Did they remain roommates when the show got popping? Did they at some point move out?
I'm sure at this point they're not speaking. They're living separately. Like they really...
Do you think they moved
They're
out
infuriated.
after the fact, though?
Yeah, maybe.
They moved away from each other after the fact or before that?
I think there was a part in the renegotiation where they just had to separate because they were so angry at each other. They couldn't really they couldn't have a conversation, like an actual conversation about what they were gonna do with the show. They weren't even making episodes, and they only make one episode a week. But anyways, yeah, me and you starting this podcast. I'm over here thinking about like, yo, like this is interesting stuff to like talk about because like there's this whole drama going on. So at the end of the day, I think that Alex was right. I think she's gonna make the show way better than it is. If anything, I feel like she has that hustler, strong mind mentality where she's gonna keep going. Hopefully, Sophia learns her lesson, picks herself up, starts her own show like she was planning on doing anyways, and it takes off too. Because at the end of the day, they both made that show. They both came up. When you get greedy, you lose. So don't get fucking greedy.
You know what I mean? Hopefully they get over it type shit, bro.
And then maybe come back. That would be that'd be a strong comeback.
Yeah, why not?
That'd be strong. I love the comeback stories.
They did a lot in, the time they did. So why not, If they're about their fans and shit, and I'm sure they are.
I'm about my fans. Jesus. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you made it this far. Please, ladies and gentlemen.
I'll figure out where they go.
For the YouTube algorithm.
Imagine that's one of those words that gets demonetized.
Algorithms? No.
Or YouTube.
No, or YouTube.
Just shows that y'all don't know. Like, there's like a whole thing. There's a list of words, bro.
Yeah.
You cannot say them.
So either way, we were speaking about because we were watching these podcasts, and we were watching these girls speak, and just how entertaining they are because they really are. And they were talking about facials. They were talking about facials. All right. How to get one, literally how to get one, how should we go about it? How should us men even go about giving a girl a facial? Because they have a guy friend who is an expert
Was this Sophia
at talking girls into giving
the one
facials.
that's like pretty much girlfriend of the year in my eyes? The one that her boyfriend was blind? That the one?
I think that was Sophia. I don't know, but
bro. That girl deserves a fucking award, man.
either way, let's get on facials. Let's talk about fucking facials real quick. All right. Have you ever given a girl a facial? Yes or no?
Yes.
With a straight. Oh, okay. He didn't even take a second. He said yes.
And I made sure I recorded it too.
Do you have a step-by-step process on how to ask a girl for a facial?
No. This was a toxic relationship.
No. You just know right in her face.
Anything went.
You just get mad. You're like, yo,
It was one of those.
fuck this.
Best sex of my life, probably, but. Jesus. Yeah, but probably the biggest fucking headache, and longest part of my life too. So there's that too.
All right, so
no.
gentlemen, we're gonna help you. We're gonna talk you step by step on exactly how to ask a girl for a facial. I think one, you have to really be close to the girl, man. You have to be able to be comfortable enough to make sexual jokes with her. First off, all right. If you can't sit here and have a sexual conversation with her and laugh about it, how the fuck are you gonna ask her for a facial? And you cannot do it out of nowhere, bro. You gotta gently ease her into this. If I'm saying, but you gotta be like, yo, listen, like I will never disrespect you. I'll never disrespect you, baby. All right, and I will never do anything you don't want to do.
This is big shout to them
I
and their
won't do anything you don't want to do.
Please don't. But this is big shout to them and their show. The sniper, whatever the fuck he was called. That was
the man whore.
The man whore, or whatever. That was his advice, which I'm definitely probably gonna try. I'm gonna test it out.
No, but I mean, you should like just being a decent
Episode
person.
100. I'll give you some stats.
Some stats. Some updates. Yeah, that should probably happen.
Give you the count
after quarantine is over. Christian's gonna go on a savage rampage for facials.
Facials.
It's gonna be all over the news. Facial rampage, man. Just giving everybody facials, asking for permission first because he's a gentleman.
Walking into bars and kindly asking women.
But don't you just find it? All right. So once you do that, and they're comfortable with it, you walk them over the process on how you're gonna clean up, because you don't want to just leave her there degraded, just fucking cum all over her fucking face, dripping out her fucking eye, and then just be like, cool, just go back to. Just fucking, yo, baby, you want to smoke? And then just knock the fuck out.
Unless you're in that toxic sex.
Unless you're in that toxic
sex.
All
You
right.
make her fucking find her fucking way to that fucking bathroom. All right, guys? You make sure before you do your deed, bro, your shit's as far possible away and not in the place that it would be, too. Make her work for it, all right? Only if it's a toxic relationship, right?
All right, definitely. What is she going to start with? She's probably going to start with like a nice little blowjob on her knees or whatever. I think the best way to go about facials is definitely standing up. You have to be standing up. Like if you're if you're laying back and you're trying to give a facial, like you can just hit yourself. Bro.
My first hand job, dude. Oh man, like first hand job I ever got, bro. Right on my chest. Right on my fucking chest, bro. It's the worst fucking feeling in the world. Worst fucking feeling.
You got shot.
Hit my
Man down.
chest, bro, like Lil Wayne. Bah! Bro, it was over. It was it. Like, dude.
Man down.
Dude, I felt like a little fucking whore, bro. She had to go and get me the tissue. Fuck. That shit fucked me up.
But this is hand job.
Hell no, bro. Fuck that.
We're talking about
man.
facials.
Yeah, nah, man. It's crazy. We were talking about, yo, why did they flinch every time? Bro, I think I joked when I hit myself in the chest, man. Like,
bro. Yo, gentlemen, please give your ladies a warning when you're about to pop. You're about to be like, Bazingas.
Even if it's like that, Bazingas, right? Like, even if it's like that Skittle like commercial. You ever seen that band Skittle commercial? Oh, I'm gonna come all over your face. Hit on one of those, bro.
Oh, shit, all the Skittles came out.
Bro. Yeah,
Oh
let
my
them
God.
know, bro. Just
That shit was so cringeworthy. Facts, fun. All right, cool. All right. So now, moving on to the last topic, just real quick, something that I really want to cover. All right, this whole one, rest in peace to George Floyd. All right, the man in Minneapolis who was taken down this past week by a few officers over absolutely fucking nothing. Let's get that straight. Absolutely fucking nothing, because the cops. Every single one of those cops that participated there deserve to be in fucking jail for murder. Specifically, Derek Chauvin deserves to be in fucking jail. All right? He's a fucking murderer. Executed a defenseless black man in front of all America with his knee to the fucking neck. Dude fucking disgusts me. All right? Just like everybody in America, and everybody should be mad about this situation. I definitely am, as you can feel me and hear me. All right. That being said, rest in peace to this man. All right. Definitely, Black lives do matter. All for that. These are my opinions that I'm stating. I don't want anybody to get offended or anything, but definitely respect that. As for the protesters and the protesting, I respect the ability to go out and speak your mind and say what you have to say in anger or anything. However, specifically in NYC, we're seeing too much violence, bro. Too much violence. I'm the type of person to get mad and sit here and come out my car sometimes and fight somebody, but I can recognize that ain't right. That shit is not okay to sit here and try to blame everybody else for one person's mistake. Derek Chauvin, the 3 other cops responsible, those are the ones that should sit here and be prosecuted. Those are the ones that should sit on the stand and get whatever the fuck they deserve and the fuck is thrown at them. You know what I'm saying? They deserve to get their fucking cars burned down. All right? Anybody else, and I get this is a bigger picture. It's not just George Floyd, but it did all start because of George Floyd. And this is all about police brutality. 100% am against police brutality. A lot of the people that are protesting and are screaming in cops' faces, for the majority of them, they're out there doing their job, and they are probably in agreement with you. They probably agree with exactly what you're fighting for. And there is literally in New Jersey cops marching with protesters. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need to stand together. I don't think anybody is separated in this controversy except maybe racists. So rest in peace, George Floyd. All right, rest in peace to his family. And just a little second to commemorate him and honor him.
And all the others lost, really, there, because it's not just about him. So
yeah,
this has been going on for, hundreds of years. And I can't sit there and ever lie, I've never sat there and dealt with any racism. I look white. I'm Puerto Rican, Ecuadorian. But so I couldn't. But I've had friends that have dealt with it, gone through shit, and it's not fair, and everybody, man. However people are protesting, I see a lot of people arguing that are against what happened to Mr. Floyd, and he but they're busy arguing about how people are protesting. Everyone vents and copes in their own way. You know what I mean? I think that everyone should just focus on the goal, just that main goal of getting this out there, making it as aware as it is right now, the way it was with Sandra Bland, with Eric Gartner, this is becoming bigger now. But yeah, to those people that are sitting there upset about people looting and whatnot, focus on the bigger picture, focus on what everyone's trying to get to, you know what I mean? Because arguing about how you fucking go about it really isn't gonna do nothing for nobody, But we should totally,
we have to stand together and make a chain. And for the people who are going around telling other people to go on social media, call up phone numbers and all these things, completely respect that, completely understand. This is a way that people can really do this from home, really fight this from home. You don't just have to go out there and stand and march with everybody. Even if you want to do that, I completely respect that 100%. I just say be safe. Take care of your family. Take care of the people around you when you go out there, all right? This is a dangerous world you're living in.
Wear your masks.
And we forget that. We forget that this is a dangerous world we're living in. I've seen it. I think a lot of people in New York City, ask your family, they've seen it. You know what I'm saying? I've been jumped before. I've been robbed before. Not once, not twice, all right? And I've learned to defend myself. And I've learned to defend myself in these altercations. Everybody else is going to do the same way. At the end of the day, it comes down to survival instinct. And please take care of yourselves. Rest in peace, George Floyd and his whole entire family. We will not forget you. Okay?
Power.
This is literally empowering. We are doing this to empower people, to empower everybody's mind. And we will grow with you, whether you agree or disagree. We will die enforcing your ability to disagree with us. So please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. This is the end of our podcast, end of our show. Thank you for sticking with us. Join us on the next one. Peace guys.
Jesus.
Jesus, you know the vibe.